the coding? Any doubts? Guys, you people are doing it or not? The practice. If you're not doing a practice, it's use again I'm saying. I can keep giving you the classes, but if practice is not there, get anything. Okay. Enable the participant screen share. Sanjay.
Yeah, done.
The sound is really low. I don't know. Is it only me?
Everyone is having the same issue or how it is?
Yeah, the sound is clear and it's good.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yesterday we have seen like launching the browser, maximizing it, and closing the browser. And before closing, as our script is going very faster, so the line after line, the script is going very faster. So we want to see whether the action we have did is really performed or not. So for that reason, we also provided some sleep time. Today, let us get into the each component. Like for example, as soon as you open this, we have to click on register. After clicking on register, you have to enter the values into text boxes. So first of all, how to find out the reference of these components, like, the register and the username, password. See, whatever presented in the web application, there is a code behind it. As I said, HTML code is written to appear register here, login here. Register have a property of button. Username is a property of having a property of text box nature, right? So all these things are defined by some code behind, which is HTML code. So Selenium WebDriver gives us a feasibility to directly interact with that HTML code so that you can perform certain actions. These are called as a web elements. Why we call it as a web elements? Because it is present in the web application, right? We are a web application testers. These are web applications. Inside the web application, whatever present, it is called as a web elements. So, for example, in a real-time example I can take, if we want to reach some person, if we reach by their name, are we able to reach them? We don't have any other details. Only Tejasvi. Tejasvi is in certain place and you want to reach Tejasvi. Is it easy for anybody to just taking the name of the person and reaching to that particular person? Is it easy, guys?
No.
Because there are so many duplicate names like Tejasvi. There will be hundreds of people with my name. But if they can able to reach me with the ID what I have, is that they can able to reach out to our address where I am staying, or a passport number what I have. So is that easy or not?
Yes.
Why it is easy? Because it's unique for me only, right? That particular identification number or any other address. So in that address, only one Tejasvi is staying, right? So in that home, only one Tejasvi is staying. or with that ID number only me present in the entire India. If you just check it, not only India, if you get out of the country also, right? It is unique only for me. So if with that identification number or any unique reference, if they find, so they can easily reach out to me without any duplication, any other deviations. The same concept we are going to apply here, like we have references behind references for each and every web element, a unique reference. So to find that unique reference, we call them as a locators. By using a locators, we are going to find the unique reference of web elements. Sorry guys, my throat is not good. Just bear with me. First locator is ID. First preference, you can take any of these locator. So we have multiple locators. You can take any one of the locator so that you can locate that particular web element. But when you are locating, if you use an ID, that ID should be unique. If you use a name, that name should be unique. We have a class name also, tag name, link text, partial link text, and CSS selector. We do have a XPath. XPath again two types. One is absolute XPath. Second one is relative XPath. These are the different locators we have. Our very first preference is ID, because ID always be unique. Even name also be always unique. But not for every web element developer will use ID or a name. And class name we will not prefer very often, because class name always have a duplicates. So this is always a no. And if ID is there, no need to go for any other locator. Directly take the ID. If name is there, if ID is not there, name is there, then directly go and take the name value. Tag name generally we won't use much when there is a calendars, there is a tables. In that situations, we will use tag name. Link text and partial link text will be used whenever you have a links in the web application. Any URLs or any links are there, we will use link text and partial link text. CSS selector will be used when you want to get the format, when you want to get the what font it is used, what is the size of that font in the web application. When you want such kind of things, we use a CSS selector. XPath. Again, how we are giving a preference for ID and name, the same way we will give it for a XPath also. And especially in the XPath, more than absolute XPath, we use relative XPath. Why? Because we are going to see why we don't use an absolute XPath, why we use a relative XPath. So if after filtration of everything, so the most used locators are ID, name, XPath. Remember, this is one of the important interview question. What are the different locators you are going to use? Mainly, what is your preferences? You always should mention ID as first. If ID is not there, go for a name. Or we will write our own XPath, which is a customized XPath, which is called as a relative XPath. So end of the day, whatever locator you take, the main aim here is it should not be a duplicated one, and it should be definitely a unique one, so that you no need to keep change your locator again and again. Once you take a locator, forever it should work. At least for a longer run, it should work. That is why automation why we are going for an automation. Once you script it, you should not keep, bugging that script. It should be that standardized. It should be that reliable. If you keep changing the script again and again, updating the locator again and again, then what is the difference between manual testing and automation testing? First of all, to reduce that stress only, we are going for a automation. So automation initially will take little time, but after that you will be peacefully able to work with that automation scripting. So our automation scripting in such a way that once you do certain things, you should not keep changing them. That is the reason locators also very important, because every now and then enhancements will be going on in the applications. So when you take a unique locator, which is not changing for the time to time, then it will be really good for us. Guys, understood the concept of locators?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Let us understand how to find these locators. As I said, two things you have to keep it in mind. What web element you want to interact with in the web application, and what action you want to do. These two things are very important. What is a web element? What is the action you want to do? Whether you want to click or select or send keys in the sense text boxes. Okay. So first of all, after launching the browser, you have to go to the register and click on the register. So now you know already your web element is a register and the action you want to perform is a click. Clear? Right? Now
Yes.
let us get the locator for register. How to get the locator? Right click, there is an inspect option. Right click, there is an inspect option. As soon as you click on inspect, this view is not really comfortable for me. So I'm just making it in the down. Okay. Guys, you can see here. Again, you can inspect. See, this particular highlighted line is representing register. Right or wrong, guys? When I
Right.
cursor over in this particular line, it is highlighting the register. It means that the locator you are taking should be from this tag only. Okay, this is the HTML code which is written to create all these web elements. And especially when you're looking for a register, just inspect that particular element, it will take you right away to that particular HTML code which is representing the register. If you see, like when I'm just keep moving, it is keep navigating on the top. Able to see, guys?
Yeah.
Right? So it means that for every web element it is present, there should be a code behind it, especially the HTML code. Right now we have a locators. As I said, we have an ID, name, and different locators. But did you see anything with the ID here in this line? Anyone? Is there anything with ID?
No.
It says
I think
It's
now
only class. That's it.
yeah, but as I said, class is not so preferable
Yeah.
because it has a lot of duplicates. Okay, better we are not going with yes. But we have to take a locator from here only. Then what we have to do? See, as I said, the most used locators are these two and then XPath. In XPath also we have two different types. One is an absolute XPath, another one is a relative XPath. Absolute XPath is an XPath you can copy actually. See, this is the line, right? Right click, copy XPath. And you should always check with this XPath, only this line is present. How to check that? Control F. You can see find by string selector or XPath. We are going to check the XPath I took doesn't have a duplicates. Control V. Everyone can able to see here one of one.
Yes.
And this one of one, this locator is highlighting this yellow colored
Yeah.
the code. And when I'm cursor overing on this, and it is highlighting register or not.
Yes.
So what I want is exactly there. But this is not the right way, guys. But right now I'm using this. Why this is not the right way, we will see when we are learning writing our own XPaths. Okay, but when you don't have an ID and a name right now, just for today's class, we are just copying the XPath, just right clicking on that particular line of tag and just copying the XPath. Fine. Now, so you know the locator, right? You know the web element and you know also the action. So let us do it, the scripting, right? So after maximizing our window, we should be clicking on the register. Driver dot. We are finding the element by using the locator. That is
So
a
you click the find element by XPath.
yes. So you use like find element inside by dot. We have a different locators, whichever I have told right now. Name, partial link text, tag name, XPath, ID, link text, CSS selector. We have a different locators. But right now, see, absolute and relative both are same only, guys. No need to get confused here. So both you can use the same XPath only. So right now I took an XPath. I'm just clicking on this. In the double quotation, I'm providing the XPath. What action I'm doing?
Dot click.
Dot click. Because we are performing a click action in the register. After performing a click action, what will happen now? It will go to this page and I want to enter the value inside username. So how to do that? Just inspect that username. Okay. And now see what locator we can take here.
ID name you can take. Username. ID
So
equal
who is
username.
answering? I don't want seniors to answer because I want to give a opportunity to who doesn't know the concept. Guys, everybody should answer here. Then only I will come to know you are following me, you are understanding me. Don't blindly attend the classes. It's of no use. It's of zero use. Again, I'm saying, if you feel bad, also fine. If you are not concentrating on the concept and you people are not doing the practice, if you attend for a year also, you will not get anything. It's of no use. Again, I'm saying, guys. As far as you are taking this class as a dedicatedly and going to work after the session, then only it is benefits you. Otherwise, it's kind of a story someone saying to you. Okay, just take it as a serious, and this is not a theoretical understanding. You must practice. Okay, I attended the classes. For the namesake, don't do it, please. Everyone, I'm asking again and again. If you have any doubts, just stop me and ask the doubts. I can clear then and there itself. Every topic I'm saying here, which you are going to get in the interviews, and when you are once selected for the job, all these things are every daily basis work. You are going to work on your project. You will be doing finding a locators. You will be automating certain functionality. This is your daily basis work you are learning right now. If you are not taking it as a dedicative and just for the namesake, you are getting a class attending, trust me, zero benefit. Okay. So ID we are taking an ID, Control C. Always double check whether it has a duplicates or it is a unique. So Control F will give you this particular line in the down, the text area, Control V. Again, one of one here. It is representing this line. and it is also representing my username. Is it unique or not? Is it unique or not, guys?
Unique.
Yeah. Is unique.
Yeah. So driver dot same find element by dot what locator I took right now.
ID.
Yes, so I have to select an ID. Very simple. It's not so complex coding at all. You're finding the unique web element, the locator, and the action what we are doing. That's all. And if you know once how to automate a button, wherever buttons are there, it's the same line of code only. Only locator you will change. That's all. So to send some value inside the text box, we use send keys method. So I'm trying to send Tejashvi. Now let me run. So what it should do, it should launch this application, maximize that, then click on the register, then send keys. So it is working as expected. But sometimes what happens if generally now the internet is very fast, but some people will get an issue like username will not enter. So what you have to do is that just give some thread.sleep. Thread.sleep.
Is it okay to use the thread.sleep or utility sleep?
Thread.sleep is fine right now. It's going forward, we will learn one after another. Okay. Anyway, we are not going to use thread.sleep forever. We have other weights also. But right now, okay. So that what happens, it will take some time to load the page. Then it will enter the value. So definitely few people will get this issue because it depends on internet to internet, how fast is your internet and all that stuff. Okay. It's launching. See, driver.get have a property, it will wait until the entire page is loaded. But after that, see, now 3 seconds it took, then only Tejashvi is entered. Then after 3 seconds, then it is closed because we provided the thread.sleep, which will forcefully tell our driver, our web driver to wait for certain time. Okay. Guys, any doubt?
No.
But you don't have to put that, right? Like thread sleep 3000, you don't have to put that, right?
We have to, right now it is not required, but few people will get a issue. It won't enter username. So why it won't enter means after clicking on the register, it is taking little time. It is not even seen actually, but unseenly it will take some time to load this page, registration page. So, but
Okay.
our script is very faster, right? So what it will do, it will throw an exception saying that element is not visible. When I'm going and checking the username ID, by the time the page is not loaded, the dog, when page is not loaded, this is also will not get loaded, right? The dog, this one.
Right, right.
So it will throw an exception. So before itself, I'm saying right now I'm not getting it, but many times we will get that exception.
Okay.
Okay. So for that reason, you have to provide some sleep time. Okay.
So 3000 would be 3 seconds. If it's
3
5,000,
seconds.
if
5
it's five,
seconds.
if it's 5,000, there'll be 5 seconds.
Yes, correct. Yeah, guys. So your homework is just go to the IRCTC application, launch the browser, click on the register. Wherever you find a text boxes and buttons, now you already know these 2 lines of code only we are going to use. Only the thing is this locator will change for click. Maybe some other click you will use, so you will be going to change. So what you have to do is that automate wherever the text boxes, you no need to worry about this error marks. Just we need to check whether you can able to interact with that web element or not. So you're going to automate username, password, confirm password, security answer. This is again a button. Click on continue. If you don't find the ID, directly copy the XPath which I have told. Okay. Because once we learn the writing our own XPath, you can use that. But right now I'm saying this is also text box. This is also text box. This is also text box. Treat date of birth is also text box. But only thing is select one date and provide this inside the send keys. Okay. Because if you give any format apart from this, it won't take. Okay. Married and unmarried is also a button again. It looks a radio button, but the same action only. Driver dot find element by locator dot click only for this also. Leave about this. And this is again a button. Text box, text box, button, text. Text box, text box, text box. Postal code, just enter some postal code like this. Then state will come by default. You no need to automate this. And then select the enter the phone number and then leave it. Guys, understood? Just give me a second.
Is it done, Tej?
Yeah, so anyone is having any doubt, we can clear, otherwise we can wrap it this. Any doubts in assessment?
All good.
We have to do homework for which task bars? All of them or?
Wherever you find the text boxes and buttons in the registration. Okay.
Mm.
Because we saw, right, how to do the text boxes and button automation. Just only the thing is here the locator changes, here the data changes. That's it. If you have any doubt, you can check with Happy also. Just connect with her. And if you understand the concept, it is easy. Got it?
Yes.
In the entire registration, wherever you find the text boxes and buttons, you're going to automate them. Okay. You can leave the drop downs, other things.
So is it on IRCTC registration page?
Yes,
That's
I
the web.
application. Putting into the chat box, you can take.
Thank you.
And in the pin code, postal code, use this postal code which I'm giving. Because you may doesn't know, right? India postal codes and all. Yes, use this one. Don't use the above one, use this one.
0, 0, 1, 2, 4. How many?
Fine, guys, that's it for the day.